When they say Ziakala and is a loudspeaker, they are talking about the situation that Kaizer Chiefs is in. And no, I'm not talking about how the season ended. No, I'm not talking about Atazwane himself. But I am talking about our potential targets just being taken away from us as we watch. Hello and welcome to Kosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Amakosi Football Club. Let's talk about the two strikers that the Chiefs wanted to sign, but now they just seem like they are way out of reach. And the first one is the one that you probably already heard about, but I'm going to provide my own perspective, the Mpilo perspective. Kaizer Mayo. So, we all know Guti Ukazamtaung Jr. already came out and said that they approached the Cape Town City with an offer to sign Kaizer Mayo, and then Cape Town City straight out said no. We will not be negotiating Lomdlali and all that stuff. And as you know before, I've said to Guti, everyone has a price. Well, players usually have a price, all of them. So in my idea, I thought to Guti, you know what? Maybe even the Chiefs, if they came and offered Imale enough, Cape Town City could say, okay, let's listen. But it's a completely different story if a club refuses to even open negotiations, because that means whatever offer that you are bringing, it will not help. So in this case, I would say we can kind of forgive the Chiefs on that, because they say they already approached the Cape Town City. Committee said, no, I don't even want to talk about it. And it's not even like, I don't even want to talk about it if it's less than this much. Because that's the case with Junior Mendieta. Uguti Stellenbosch, they will not be selling him unless 12 million is put on the table. Yabo Lapo, there is a fixed price. It's sort of a what's this thing? A release clause or a buyout clause, something like that. So there is something that can be done with Junior Mendieta. But when it comes to Kaizer Mayo, it was an impossible situation from the start, really, because the Cape Town City were like, they don't want to sell, and we know the history between the Chiefs and the Cape Town City. Uguti, Cape Town City does not like the Chiefs and they don't want to do business with the Chiefs. Terence Mashego is like the example, and you know that Ulokunja, even who's this guy, Tanzania, there are now complications with him with his deal coming to the Chiefs. So I would say, Uguti, with this extension, I will not say it's a train smash, right? Because if you look at Cape Town City and where they are right now, and you look at Kaizer Mayo and how old he is right now, he's 24, and if he signed that extension, say 3 more years in his contract, it's the same thing that happened to Kevin Msimango. Kevin Msimango extended his contract last year with ETS Galaxy, and yet this year he's been signed by Chiefs. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year the same thing happens with Kaizer Mayo, depending on how big Cape Town City gets, and depending on also who Chiefs gets to replace or in place of Kaizer Mayo, because it's clear we are not getting Kaizer Mayo, and because it wouldn't make sense for Chiefs to sign Kaizer Mayo now after he just extended his contract, because it's clear also from the player side that he still wants to play for Cape Town City and maybe 2-3 more years, and then he knows what's in his prime, then he can move to Joburg or he can even move overseas, right? So that's a complicated situation. But if you're enjoying this video, please do make sure to like the video. Now, moving on to the next person is Fiston Maele. We have talked about Fiston Maele. I've talked about Fiston Maele and Kaizer Chiefs wanting Fiston Maele. Problem now is that, yes, he's in South Africa, and apparently they're saying he was looking forward to playing in the DStv Premiership because blah blah blah, it's a nice country. Also, the money is good in SA compared to other countries, right? I know maybe the North African countries, they're the ones that can say they pay more than South Africa, but for the most part, South Africa just pays a lot of money. I'm not being biased because it's my country, it's just a fact. But now that the news that emerged out of Pretoria, it's apparent Uguti now Sundowns want to sign Fiston Maele. And if that is true, that's also a bye-bye for Chiefs, because we cannot compete against the Sundowns when it comes to players, right? We know this. Anyone who can say, oh, Chiefs needs to break a bank, we cannot compete with the Sundowns. Not only because the Sundowns says Mali and Onayabo is rich. No, because just this year they just got Imali League. Last I checked, it was 10 million. Champions League, there were talks so good, something like 23 million. So that's 33 million already that we Chiefs doesn't have. So that means Sundowns can literally use the money that they won from competitions to go and buy Fiston Mayele. It's not even taxable. It's what? Business expense, I think. Yeah. So, mankulumtero, my accountant, correcting my comments. But in any case, the point that I'm making is that if Sundowns want to Fiston Mayele, Chiefs can also say bye-bye to him. And now, the striker that we scouted for Chiefs, because even though Diski Times reported Uguti Chiefs are looking to sign him, so that's likely to be true because the publication site is a reliable source. So if they are reporting things like that, that means the Chiefs really do want to sign him. And if Sundowns snatches him away, that means the Chiefs has got to now go out and try to sign someone else. The problem is who? Because last time we went out and tried to sign someone else who didn't have a reputation, we came back with Caleb. Kuzoba nzima angazi ukuthi where we gonna get a striker, because there are talks ukuthi uCaleb will be released. Caleb has been told ukuthi is not part of Zwane's plans. So nje kuzoba nzima. What do you think about this whole striker situation? Let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Ikos alphela umoya.